before we talk about the whole Qatar hero issue, let's talk about Chinese investors investing in Trump's Memecoin. So, GD Culture Group, a small technology company that only hires about 8 people. I think 8 people is what this article says, are the amount of people that are employed by this company. And they make short videos for TikTok. That's what they do. And the company recorded 0 revenue last year. But it announced that a mysterious stock sale would allow it to invest in Trump's Memecoin. Trump planned 2 lavish cryptocurrency-focused dinners, one of which cost a whooping $1.5 million to attend, has raised the alarms of ethicists who caution that his endeavors with his Memecoin and crypto company, World Liberty Financial, could pose a conflict of interest. GD Culture Group, which is traded on NASDAQ, said it would spend $300 million on a stockpile of Bitcoin and Trump coin, or whatever it's called. It would be paid for using funds from a mysterious stock sale to an unnamed entity in the British Virgin Islands, a popular tax haven. The purchase would directly fill the pockets of Trump's family, as around 80% of the Memecoin supply is controlled by the Trump Organization and affiliates. The regulation of digital assets is in its nascency, but rather than divest his crypto assets to avoid conflict of interests, President Trump has positioned himself to maximize profiting from them by adopting a less aggressive regulatory enforcement program than his predecessor. The morally questionable purchase also comes at a time when Trump is trying to reach a deal that will allow TikTok to continue operating. GD Culture Group, for its part, said it hoped the purchase would enhance the balance sheet with high-performance, scalable digital assets. Any purchase by the group, however, would be the first known instance of a China-linked firm buying Trump's Memecoin. Now, people are pretending that they're all shocked. Oh my goodness, they're all shocked at the fact that Donald Trump would do this, that this is a thing, that he's selling these meme coins to these outside investors, and this is a way for foreign investors to have influence, without having to be paid registered lobbyists. Like Pam Bondi was a lobbyist for Qatar. They don't need registered lobbyists to lobby Congress or to lobby the federal government when you can just buy Trump meme coin or whatever, his Trump coin or whatever it's called. You could buy that and then gain influence directly from Trump because you are a now Trump coin investor. Who could have possibly warned anybody about this grift and the possibility that Donald Trump would use these sort of things in order, to enrich himself and to enable himself to be have his campaign funded and also have, just money coming into him from people who typically wouldn't be able to donate to campaigns and who shouldn't be having that much influence on the president of the United States. I'll tell you who said that. I said that. Rose said it too. I said that specifically, and I said that during the election. I said when Donald Trump came up with his Trump watches, or the concept of a watch, because the website clearly said that the watches may or may not be made. It was kind of like a Kickstarter watch thing or whatever. There was no promise of delivery. You were just being able to buy a Trump watch, or Trump sneakers, or Trump Bibles, or any of the other grifts that he comes up with. And this would be a way that rich, wealthy, whatever folks from other countries, especially ones that are, our enemies, and other ones that are also maybe not officially enemies, but are not trustworthy, to be able to have undue influence over the president of these United States. I said it back then. This is why more people need to listen to Liberal Dan Radio, Talk from the Left, That's Right, because I told everybody about this back during the campaign. But unfortunately, as some people have said, Liberal Dan Radio is the best podcast that you're not listening to. Well, not y'all, because y'all listen to it because y'all are watching, but many other people aren't. And the fact that there are people in the media who are now surprised and shocked about this, that they're now, oh my God, this is a way that Trump could, yes, we know. People who pay attention know. People who paid attention knew that Donald Trump was going to be able to get funds from foreign interests in violation or circumvention of our laws, whether they campaign finance laws or whether or not they're lobbying laws or whatever other laws might exist on the books. Emoluments clause, laws, all those sorts of things. Listen to Liberal Dan Radio, talk from left is right. If you are a current listener of Liberal Dan Radio, you already knew this. Y'all are intelligent people. Y'all are well-informed people. But if you see anybody who is surprised about this, tell them where to go watch. Because if they would have watched this forward, they would have been informed. They would have known. Anyway, what do you think? Do you think that this is a cool, kosher way for Donald Trump to be, getting money and enriching himself on, the money of foreign investors, like millions of dollars from China? He says how China is bad, but now he's getting millions of dollars from China, from Chinese owned company, a tiny company, for his little made-up coin. You agree with him doing that? Or do you think it's, another one of his grifts that should be considered illegal and should be probably an impeachable offense, but, Congress doesn't lack this. Congress doesn't have the spine. They lack the spine to be able to do what's right when it comes to holding this president accountable and being an accurate and active check on the power of the presidency. Regardless of how you feel, leave your comments down below. Remember to like the video, share, subscribe to the channel. Unless you're a Nazi or you're buying Trump's meme coin, have a good day.